Today, we will have a brief introduction of the new Growatt 3-phase battery-ready energy storage system installation. The core parts of the whole system are MOD310 KTL3 XHBP battery-ready inverter and APX HV battery system. There are 8 models in MOD XH series from 3 kilowatts to 10 kilowatts. The lithium battery we used in this video is APX HV battery system. APX battery uses the material of cobalt-free lithium iron phosphate to guarantee its excellent safety. Offering flexible capacity options for customers. Each battery module is 5 kilowatt-hour. Support from 1 to 6 pieces in series. Support remote firmware upgrade to save on-site maintenance fee. The whole system is easy installation with stacked module design. When combined with SYN box optional, the entire system has power backup function. The whole system supports double power supply function. An MOD10 KTL3 XHBP inverter can provide 10 kilowatts full power AC output plus 10 kilowatts full power battery charge capacity. Before installation, we need to prepare the required tools. The operating environment is so important that it will influence the lifespan of MOD XH. So please don't expose the MOD XH to the environment of sunshine, rain, and snow. To ensure the machine can run properly and easy to operate, please provide adequate space for MOD XH. First, unpacking the MOD XH package and check whether the unit has damaged or missing parts. If happens, please contact the supplier. There are some connection ports including DC switch for solar input, battery input ports, PV input ports, USB port for the monitoring accessory and firmware upgrade, COM port for communication of battery system, smart meter and backup box and DRM's function of Australia models or power control interface of European models. AC grid connection port. Make sure the PV switch is off. Like the traditional inverter connection, the input of solar panel can be made by PV terminal. Insert PV panel positive and negative cables into the relative terminal of MOD XH. Limit. Maximum. PV voltage 1100 volts. Consider the lowest temperature. Maximum PV input current 16 amperes. Maximum PV input power per string 10 kilowatts. Remark. We suggest that you use the cable no less than 4 square millimeters, 12 AWG to connect. The communication cable, PE cable, and power cables for the connection between the inverter and the battery are inside the cable package of the APX power module. Insert battery positive, negative, and neutral cables into the relative battery terminal of MOD XH inverter. Limit. Maximum battery voltage 950 volts. Maximum battery charge or discharge power 10 kilowatts. MOD XH has the AC grid port, and we can follow this AC wire suggestion to choose a suitable cable. Confirm the L1, L2, L3, M port of the connection terminal. Thread cables through a pressure screw, seal ring, thread sleeve in sequence. Insert cables into connection terminal according to polarities indicated on it, and tighten the screws. Push and rotate thread sleeve onto connection terminal until both are locked tightly. Plug the socket into AC output terminal. Clockwise rotation to tighten the socket. Counterclockwise rotation to loosen the socket. Here is the communication connector for the COM port. The definition of each port is shown in the table. following the number label to connect with the communication connector. Connect the communication cable from the smart meter and SYN box to the communication connector. Thread cables through pressure screw, seal ring, threaded sleeve in sequence. Remove the cover from the terminal. Finally, connect the communication connector to the COM port of MOD-XH inverter. Please remember to connect the grounding connector, which is at the right side of the MOD-XH inverter. Connect the L1, L2, L3 and N line of the grid to port 1, port 2, port 3, port 4 of the same meter. Connect the port 8 to port 7, port 6, port 5 of the smart meter to L1, L2, L3 and N line of the load. Connect port A+ of the smart meter to port 5 of MOD-XH communication connector. Connect port B of the smart meter to port 6 of MOD-XH communication connector. Notice, the standard communication line between meter and inverter is 15 meters. If it is not enough, also can use a network cable to extend. The maximum communication distance is 100 meters.